I'd always baked as a hobby and really enjoyed it, and then started baking a lot about 3.5 years ago, after a bereavement actually. I think a lot of people find baking very therapeutic, and I was baking so much cake, I was giving it to people to the point where I was just giving it to complete strangers. And then in order to facilitate my cake obsession, I had to set up a business to start selling the cake, and I realised how much I loved it, because as well as baking I actually started a lot of cake decorating courses and just thought, oh, this is what I've always looked for in my life. So yeah, set up a business nearly 3 years ago and I love it. Cake Poppins, which is celebration cakes like for birthdays and weddings. It's nice and central. I can walk into town about 10-15 minutes, which is great. Nice being in Jesmond. I mean, I haven't got premises exactly in Jesmond. I'm not, on the high street or anything, but it's nice and central, so it's easy for people to find me and pick up their cakes. Yeah, it's got a lot busier. I think the first 6 months was quite nice, and I was sort of tappy-lappying along, and then after I think it's when I set up a website actually, and I think people Google, I don't know what they put in, cakes Jesmond or cakes Newcastle, and they get me. And so it's just non-stop inquiries. I have to turn down quite a lot of work because I'm just so busy. A couple of weeks ago I think I did about 9 cakes in say 3 days, which it takes 2.5 days just to bake them, because they're all taken out to bake. I bake in big slabs. It takes nearly an hour to bake one of those, then it needs to chill overnight, so I think 2 weeks ago I had a really busy week. 2.5 days baking and then stacking and decorating. And it was probably about a 100-hour week. I was exhausted by the end. I do cupcake classes once a month on a Sunday afternoon. Cake pop classes about once a month as well. Sometimes in the evening, sometimes Sunday afternoon. And then kind of special times, like I did like a lot of Christmas classes. I've got Easter classes, because Easter cake pops out in the shape of Easter eggs, and you can decorate them like Easter eggs. So sort of more special courses like the Valentine's one or Easter. And I'm going to devise some new classes in the spring as well.